We're taking a deep breath. Welcome to Edgar Snowden, twin brother of the Snowdenized, Maribified Lindaland. It's all happening in Lindaland. Schwarzer, please. It's all happening. I'm taking a deep breath. I hope by now you'll have realized that perhaps you'd like to be a perfect audience. And to do that, you only need to be one of the Leonard Vovniks, the Lumet Vovniks, the 36. It's happening. You take a deep breath and then you chant Om 3 times. Let's try it, my perfect audience. You practice intention and intuition, and you stop time at will. It's the 2-minute warning for the Holocene. We're in the red zone. It's a Hail Mary. Ribono shel olam. Inshallah. Mira. Oye. It's happening. Reality is a 20/20 hypo hindsight, and the doubling times exponentially incrementalize. As the Keystone XL pipe dreams materialize. Did you put that hair in my lip balm? Never mind. Long as you got that gloss. Long as you got those layers lubricated. Shell came up with a dry well. And there's dry rot in their bottom line. Drilling in the Chukchi Sea. Thank God they didn't find nothing. So another year of pristine Beaufort seas and glaciers calving and deep breath. We're a ghost species. In our herbal administration, we're going to realize that. We're going to practice palliative care in this Epicurean global hospice. The Buddhist Alzheimer's home for the hospiceless has for years protected the homeless and the homeless and the homeboys and the homebodies who are to this day home alone. Tamabate, I was thinking of Tamabate, who cheated me out of $100,000. Can you imagine it? Oh my God, I'm still getting used to it, and Insmed went up to 25. I sold it at 1. Could make you sad, losing all that money, and IBM scores. How did I make those decisions? And the decision of Whole Foods to go bankrupt while they're opening the 365 convenience stores. That's the rumor, at least. The radical right, they eat at Whole Foods. I seen him there. I seen Dick Cheney there, feeding his pacemaker. The Pope was here. And the papal visit included an encyclic. And then there was Naomi Klein today on Democracy Now! She was good. This changes everything. Ain't nothing like it was in the Holocene. It's the Holocene Hansen transition transit. Transit. We are who we are, above and beyond the call of duty and booty, with 2020 hypo hindsight. You get hyperlinked with Larson B. That's when it all started, the signs and the significations. As us climate Scientologists, as we can attest and chronicle, we are the witnesses, us 36, the Lamed-Vavniks, in our herbal administration at the alchemical shul and shula. We are Zeitzeugen. Woodstock 50 is coming up. But Joe Cocker won't be there. With a little help from his friends, he'll be remembered, as will Steve McBurnett, who just plain vanilla dropped dead. It happening more often with my classmates. I ain't even surprised Paul Grobstein is dead. Paula Hyman. My 50th Harvard reunion is coming up. (1968). Ah, what a year that was. 4/4/68, MLK. Killed at the Lorraine Motel by a single lone gunman. Sort of like Building 7 or Dealey Place or one of them things that them Cheney conspiracists cooked up. The imperialist, exceptionalist, Constantinian jihadi juju is happening. Democracy promotion. Madoff made men. Take a deep breath. You come to be a value vulture venture capitalist. And you twerk Studs Terkel style. It's Vox Humana. It's gotta be like that. A tantric healing practice, body, brain, bone, blood, friendly effing story, bleep. The tantric, ahimsic, akashic, artistic, synesthetic, shamanistic sangha. Us 36. You are what you eat. And we're all Sanpaku now. Chew 30 times. Macrobiotically micromanage your TMJ and your Hebrew hernia. Help. I need somebody. Joan Baez maybe, or Bialis, or Bakshish, or Hakshish, or hookahs, or hookah took my soda cracker. You inhale down the front right to the root chakra, and then you let the kundalini flow up your spine. Let's try it. Feel comadres and compadres, all of us here listening, watching, we're the lucky ones, the beneficiaries of white capitalist justice. Jurisdictional juju and jihadis, ISIS in Palmyra is Shell in the Arctic, or at the Upper Big Branch, or beyond petroleum at the Deep Horizon Well. It's got to be like that. Money needs to be made. The stakeholders and the shareholders aren't the same, and the shystas are making the case for Israel. Der Schwitz. Schwitzen. Die Scheiße nicht glänzt auf, wenn sie sich poliert. Right size me, sensei. I'm gonna plotz. Schwarze, please. You lucked out. To be here now. Dayenu. It's enough for us. It's the Yom Kippur 666 day war, and the Mavi Marmara, and Guernica and Gaza stripped. Strip, mine the gap. On a diet, plan, dull it. All the time in the world. Inca inserts itself and traumatically inseminates like a bedbug. It's panspermic, panchronic, beleaguered, bush burnt, subprime AAA, moody blues. Stairway to Negroponte, Stairway to Nakba, Negro Damus, Nostradamus. Don't look up or at me. I'm taking a deep breath. It's perfect 2.0. You run the gauntlet of the great decimations. With 2020 hindsight, it's obvious. It's a hypnagogic Holocene that we're still living in. It vaporizes itself. In Lindaland, Maribified, vaped and vaporized. But you mean well, given the benefit of the doubt. You witness the whispers and the chronicles of Grandma Whistler. In good faith, Joe Cocker. Where is he now that we need a friend? You need a friend. Us 36 get it, and we got your back, my perfect audience. We got your back. Here at Hamlin, we're practicing intention and intuition. Are we entitled? Are we getting what we deserve? Us eukaryotic, semi-sapient, sentient, ghost species? We are the host of the most invasive species. And we're pigging out on extractive eradication of the Holocene. And the trees are going the way of the phytoplankton. And it's getting hot in the mega mitzvah. And us 36 in our herbal administration with NVC and the VC and the NV and the PC, Rush Limburgers, the right radical rationalists. In the Koch 1% master narrative official story, micromanaged mitochondria. It's a mega multiverse. It's micro-relativized. It's all about the pentaquarks and the patriots and the patriarchs, mansplaining the polished Christology of Deuteronomy and the Pentateuch and the Pentateuchuses, pentachromatic, panchronic, panspermic, beta-tested multiverse with a quiltic Celtic cross. It's a beta decay, a double beta decay, QCD, QED. It's a Godelian reality with Heisenbergian uncertainties in a relativistic cloud of dipolar, electric, epilectric universe. And you take a deep breath. I am, thou art, arm. Opt-armed, arse backwards into the future. And the counterparties are counterfactually selling the Koch 1% master narrative official story of climate Scientology as presented by the Heartthrob and the Breakthrough Institutes and S. Fred Singer, Zingerzeugen. Take a deep breath. You become what you are. And if it's okay right here, right now, that 6 degrees C is 666, if that's okay with you, just proceed as normal. As if nothing's happening out of the ordinary, as if the Holocene could last forever. That's a case Keystone XL pipe dream of American exceptionalist democracy promotion. And at Paris, Cap 21. It's going to be a Kyoto Protocol. And the Zap-Jap Canadians of Stephen Harper. Is he going to win October 19th? I just don't know. And Yogi Berra died, and Grace Lee Boggs, they're dropping like flies, the people I grew up with. And Woodstock, and Joan Baez, and Taj Mahal, and Gil Scott-Heron. The revolution is being screened as we speak. Through the back door at Bluffdale, we got it all. We got it all. All is in the metadata time capsule at Bluffdale. In our herbal administration, Unculo, the Finnish repository for the nuclear waste, for nuclear winter, and Puritan Pilgrim's Progress at Plymouth Rock, irradiated. And Indian Point and Diablo Canyon, just keep building all them frackin' pipes. It goes like that. And we, us 36, we're grief-stricken in the G-spot. The greed is overwhelming in the post-concussive NFL, NRA in Oregon. And the Oregonians at Umpqua. How did that kid get 13 guns? You take a deep breath. You wonder how it got to be the way it is and if it could be different in the counter-future. Well, in our herbal administration, Herbie for president. That's Herbie Pearlman for president. It's going to be different because it's not working. The highly invasive, corrupt, corrosive, capitalist Coke, 1% master narrative, official story, pet Coke, patriot, patriarch, plutocracy, the meritocracy, mainstream memeing, hormone mimicking. It's not working. Let me just say, to state the obvious, systemically, episystemically, it's just not working. It's 9:10. And the species is about to disappear in a geological Augenblick. That's our Weltanschauung, Dayenu. And the antidote is Epinka, Metamoksha, Karmic Kensho. The suchness continues, such as it is. And us 36, we're here at the virtual Hamlin, listening to the Piper pipe and not buying into Hillary versus Jeb Bitch or even Trump versus Bernie, 'cause it ain't like that. There's a whole different thing needs to happen than quantitative easing. There's a whole quantum thing in the electric universe with a Birkeland current and a Z-pinch off earth with two A's. As Bill McKibben might say, you take a deep breath. Enlightenment is the antidote and revelatory, orgasmic reality, reverent, tantric, orgasmic reality, enlightenment. It's a Jungian animus and anima, animated in anime, and it's working. It's saving my life. That's the anecdotal truth. I stand here as an example of what it's like. Feel how it is right here. Be now here. Nowhere, virtually, vicariously. Vuvu laser, toot your vulvu laser in the vulva, inside you, babe. I am content. Thank you. Thank you, Habibi, Beshert.